First, before that, we've got a debut that will be on the card. This is usually a typical thing for Christy Martin. She usually has one of these on the card. Now, this was supposed to be co-debuts. It was supposed to be Rakym Dyer making his debut against Zeke Barancis-Smith, but unfortunately, Zeke Barancis-Smith was removed from the card last night. Instead, Virgel Windfield, the local guy, was put on at the last second. He was added early last night, so I don't know if this has ever happened to you, Calvin, but how is that mindset? Finding out basically the night before, hey, I'm going to be stepping in the ring tomorrow.
I found out the day of, that I'm stepping into the ring with someone different. At this level right here, Rakym Dyer probably don't know anything about Virgel Windfield anyway. So, like the amateurs, he's stepping into a ring with somebody he doesn't know, and you always can be more nervous when you're stepping in with an opponent that you haven't seen, heard about, or know anything about. So that's when the first round and the jab is most important. Good defense, good jab, come out, fill out first round. Then as the fight goes on, you can learn better what you have to do to hopefully end the fight early.
Well, I'm going to tell you, it's going to be interesting because we were told by Christy Martin last night, Rakym Dyer has never fought in an amateur event of any sort, and he steps into the ring tonight as a professional. This is basically his first time inside of a boxing ring against an opponent that is not basically sparring him. So, I mean, it's a significant step up for him, and you're going up against a guy in Virgel Windfield that is 2-2 and does have 2 knockouts on his resume, also a local guy. So, this has to be a huge challenge for Rakym Dyer, especially in his first fight.
This is pretty much unheard of to me. No amateur boxing matches, no professional boxing matches. You're stepping up into the ring in your first professional debut, first boxing match debut. He doesn't know anything. He doesn't have any expectations other than to get paid tonight.
Pretty much. But he is extremely confident. We talked to him last night, and he seems like he's a guy that's ready to go. He comes out of Philadelphia, PA. He's been there his whole life. He was born there and raised there. But, yeah, he is making his pro debut against Virgel Windfield, who, as I mentioned, 2-2-0, 2 KOs. His last fight was a unanimous decision to Arthur Sakian. And he comes from right here in Concord, North Carolina, rated as the number 285th welterweight in the United States. He is fighting for the second time in 21 days. So he has been busy as of late. You wonder if that'll help him here tonight. You wonder whether or not he will have enough stamina to get through this fight after just fighting 3 weeks ago. But Daryl Harris, as we saw earlier, he fought in back-to-back weeks, so he is not, it's definitely not the closest that we've seen between 2 fights. All 4 fights in his career have been against fighters with winning records as well. Now, this one will be a little bit different because it is a debut. He has actually fought 2 guys that have made their debut, Virgel Windfield has. And both guys that he fought that were making their debut, he beat with a KO. So, it's going to be an interesting one, a clash of 2 very different guys. Virgel Windfield with some experience, only 22 years old as well, against Rakym Dyer, who is just stepping in to a boxing ring for the first time at the age of 30. As Rakym heads into the ring, slowly but surely. What's coming up, this is the second to last 4-round fight of the evening. After this, we will get some of the lengthier fights. Marcos Escudero versus Roy King, followed by Stevie Massey and Quante Mitchell. That'll be a good 6-rounder between those 2. And then after that, it'll be Arturs Ametovs versus Marklin Bailey. So, these guys are ready in their corners. Virgel Windfield will be in the black trunks with the gold trim, as well as some camo on the sides. And Rakym Dyer, well, he's going with the Rocky Specials out of PA. He's got the red shorts with the white trim.
He looks good. Rip. He looks to be in shape.
Very confident young man. We talked to him last night. Seemed very excited to make his debut. And so we'll see what he has in his first professional fight as he steps in, and here we go. Both guys coming out pretty aggressive here.
Dyer looks well trained, though. I'll tell you that. He doesn't look like someone that has never been in the ring before. He looks like someone that has a decent amount of experience from what I can see this early in the first round.
Windfield standing back.
Then you say he's never had an amateur boxing match?
This is what we were told by Christy Martin. I was very shocked by that as well, especially considering some of the fighters that we've seen Christy put on her card. So I'm not sure. I think you're right. Just by looking at his stance, just how quick his hands are as well. I'm not sure.
No, at his poise and his skill level, he's definitely had to have had some amateur boxing matches. I mean, that's hard to believe that he hasn't had any amateur boxing matches.
Dyer feeling him out here for a second. Windfield trying to be pretty aggressive. Dyer came in there with a left, but couldn't catch him with the uppercut. Separate him, and back to action. Virgel Windfield's trainer very vocal. Dyer caught him with a left there. He's working. He likes to go with that right hook and then catch him with that uppercut. He's done it a couple of times. Referee tells Virgel Windfield's corner to take a seat. Dyer shakes off. Windfield trying to get in there. Dyer caught him. Looked like he might have caught him with a left. Windfield was off balance. Almost fell, but tied him up.
Winfield is pretty relaxed in there himself. I mean, you know, obviously not that great skilled, but he's relaxed.
Dyer coming in aggressive here.
Good body shot by Winfield.
Windfield, looks like he got the right into the body. Dyer trying to feel it out. The jab comes in with the left hook. Southpaw.
Yeah, Dyer is going to need to really be in good condition with the amount of punches that he's missing, because Winfield's making him miss, and missing punches can really take twice as much out of you as if you landed a punch.
A lot of them have been power punches as well. We've seen a lot of power punches thrown. Only one of them has landed, and even that one didn't seem to cause significant damage. And you're right.
Dyer is southpaw.
Southpaw. And just really quickly as we end the first round, what is the difference when you're fighting a southpaw? Because it seems like, you know, when we hear a lot of the guys talk about fighting them, they really do try to stay away from them if it's possible.
Well, yes, because a southpaw can be difficult to box because it's a look that you're not used to being trained against. His jab is facing your jab, his hook coming across your jab, and you're not used to the hook coming to the left side. You're used to a hook coming on the right side. So it slows down the tempo of the boxing match, I can tell you that, usually. And another thing that when you're boxing against a southpaw and you're an orthodox right-hand fighter, you're more prone for a headbutt. So then you have to make sure your head stays out.
So let's see what these guys got here in round two. Rakym Dyer and Virgel Windfield, second to last 4-round fight on the card. Kyle Harrell and Nathan Petty coming up later as they come out very aggressive here. Again, Rakym Dyer throwing a lot of power punches.
I didn't see a low blow. I saw a good body shot to Dyer from Windfield.
Winfield.
A good left hook to the body is what that was from Winfield to Dyer. I did not see a low blow.
Looks like Dyer said, yep, that's exactly what I saw as well. No harm done, and they're back at it. Winfield trying to put that left hand out there. Dyer backing him down a couple of times with the jab. Now Winfield coming back.
Oh, good
Caught him
right
with a
hand
right.
from Winfield.
Winfield again,
good one
starting
too.
to step in. Caught him with a left hand as well. And now Dyer will tie him up. Good little sequence there from Winfield.
What's most important when you're boxing southpaw against orthodox, the person that jabs the most typically going to take more control of the boxing match. And in this round is Winfield jabbing more. Ooh, good right hand.
And caught him with the right hand.
Winfield just hurt Dyer with that right hand. It was overhand right. It was a good right hand.
Dyer trying to come back aggressive.
Dyer's getting a little winded too.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of power punches early in that first round, and he came out aggressive in the second round again.
And just as I said in the first round, that he's been missing a lot. Winfield will make him miss a lot, which means that he has to be in greater shape missing punches like that.
Winfield coming at him again. Now Dyer gets him on the ropes, but good tie up by Winfield. Dyer trying to strategize right now, trying to conserve a little bit of energy after spending a ton here in the first round and a half.
Oh,
and Winfield with another right.
He's hurt bad.
Oh, and Dyer now just trying to keep his balance. Stays in that corner. He'll get aggressive. Dyer again ties him up.
Winfield has a nice jab right hand when he throws it 1-2 straight. It's real nice when he throws it.
Tell both guys a little winded here. Winfield in the corner and tied up. Referee has to separate him again. Winfield backs him into that corner.
Dyer is gassed. He's gassed.
Yeah.
Unless he's in good shape, can catch a second win.
10
he's
seconds.
gassed.
Can Dyer last here in the round? Winfield knows it. Got aggressive there for a moment and then backed off. Winfield, won't be able to feel him out.
Good round for Winfield.
Caught him a couple of times with that right hand. And at one point, you talked about it, that second right that landed, that was the one that stunned Dyer.
Winfield looks like he's in condition. He's not breathing hard. He looks like he's good to go another good 2 hard rounds. Whereas Dyer, he looks pretty gassed out. I'm interested to see how he can come back from this.
Remember, Winfield is a guy that just found out he was fighting on this card last night. So this is not something that he's been preparing for a long time either.
Guys like Winfield, their biggest thing is stay in the gym and stay ready, because at this stage, he's looking for a last-minute call to fill a dropout opponent. That used to be the thing back in the day. I never had that experience, but guys local boxers that really didn't have a team together, promoted together to take them to the top, they was always told to stay ready, stay in shape, be ready for that call. And that's what Winfield has done. It looks like he has stayed in the gym to stay ready for this call tonight.
Dyer did catch him with a left there. Wants that tie-up, though, to Winfield. It's another good thing that he's done. Been able to keep himself from taking a lot of combinations. You can see Dyer a little out of sorts there. Comes in with the left, though. And Winfield gives him a little shake. He wants to see what he's got.
Oh, Winfield's looking to land that straight right hand now.
Winfield asking for a knockout here. Hands are down.
What Dyer needs to do is then just put on extreme pressure to hopefully negate the power of that right hand coming from Winfield.
Just wonder if Dyer just put too much out there in the first 2 rounds, but you're right. It would be smart right now with Windfield really just egging him on, wanting him to become aggressive. Dyer could go after him and land one. Came in with a left hand there, but couldn't land it to the body. Tried to catch him with that right hand jab, and now Windfield ties him up. Dyer, again, he's tried to get aggressive at times this evening, but he just hasn't been able to land anything major.
Dyer can steal this round just with that jab he's doing to the body. A jab here, a jab there, as long as he isn't getting hit. Because it looks as Windfield's looking for the one knockout punch now, rather than let his arms go and put his punches together.
Wonder if Windfield feels that he's won the first 2 rounds, and maybe that's the reason why he's being that aggressive. Dyer, after that tie-up, gave him a little shove. And Windfield not even remotely trying to keep his hands up. He's wanting Dyer to be aggressive. Caught him with a right. Oh, Windfield again. You're right. He is waiting to try to land that right. Dyer came in with a left there. Windfield ties him up again. Trying to get a little more aggressive here is Dyer. Windfield again.
Windfield looked like he kind of took this round off a little bit, just looking for that one punch, but maybe he trying to save it to come in for a strong 4th round. Let's see when the 4th round comes, if Windfield really comes out strong and fights strong in the 4th round. Some boxers will do that.
Good finish there for Dyer to the round. Got a left-hander in there.
I would give that round to Dyer.
Now, what about that first round? Would you give that to Dyer, or would you give that to Windfield? Because I'm assuming Windfield got round 2, definitely.
Right,
definitely.
Dyer winning the first round and the 3rd round. So
there you go. Calvin Brock scores it 2-1 in favor of Rakym Dyer so far. So let's see if he can hold on in his professional debut and get his first career win. Virgel Windfield looking for that 3rd win and potentially that 3rd knockout. Here in the 4th and final round. It's both guys taking a little bit of time in their corners. We are underway. Round number 4 between Rakym Dyer and Virgel Windfield here from Center Stage in Noda. Christy Martin Promotions Fight Night, August 17th, presented on Payne Boxing TV. Anthony Pagnotta, Calvin Brock, the former heavyweight champion, calling the action for you here tonight.
Windfield needs to win this round just to get a draw.
Not the aggressive one out of the gate. Got to give it to Rakym Dyer. All 3 rounds, and now here early in the 4th, he has been the most aggressive of the 2, outside of maybe about a minute span for Windfield when he had Dyer a little stunned. Dyer coming in with that jab. Windfield hasn't thrown anything just yet. Looks like he's still trying to get Dyer out of position, really looking to unload that right hand that's caught Dyer a few times. Tried to get him there.
You show a little bit of Sweet Pea right there to the late Sweet Pea Whitaker, the way he just made that move. We're talking about Dyer there with the defense. I like that.
Of course, the boxing legend passed away earlier this month. Oh, man!
Good overhand left.
Dyer caught him with that left. We saw that in the first round. Haven't seen him land a big left until then. Dyer again, doing a good job of dodging those left-hand jabs. Windfield coming in. Oh, took a big swing with the left and just missed. Boy, Rakym Dyer went for it all there. and just couldn't land that left. Dyer. Just one there from Windfield. Left. Windfield still yet to get aggressive here. You wonder if he thinks that he won that first round and feels that if he can get that knockout, then he's going to get the victory. Kept his hands down there, and Dyer caught him with another left. Windfield looking for an opening. Got him with the right there. Backs him into the corner. 10 seconds left in the fight. See if Dyer gets aggressive. He was the one that threw a couple of lefts in there. Both guys will tie up, and that's it.
If Rakym Dyer hasn't had any boxing matches ever in his life, including amateur and professional, then congrats. He has all my respect. He really fought a great fight tonight. Having never stepped in the ring before in a competition.
That is true. It was at least his professional debut. We will ask Christy about that later when she sits down with us as to whether or not he does have zero prior fighting experience. I'm kind of with you. I don't know if maybe she spoke or what there, but
maybe she misheard him.
Right, because I'm telling you, if that's his first professional fight, man, what a start. What a start. Good fight from Virgel Windfield. Had a couple of moments where he caught Rakym off guard a little bit, but good fight back from Dyer for what we believe will be his first professional win. And of course, coming up next, big time fights. Marcos Escudero versus Raykm. Stevie Massey versus Quante Mitchell. Archers Metovs versus Marco Bailey. And then we will get into the co-main event and the main event, which will take place later tomorrow or later tonight. So both guys just getting their gloves off here, and then they will step in for the decision. Really a good start to the night.
It's been a great night tonight with some good boxing matches. This isn't a everyday local Southern Circuit boxing match here. Christy Payne boxing put on a great show tonight with some great matches. These guys aren't coming in here and just laying down with one punch.
And even the last time, which was really Christy's best card, this one seems to step it up just even a little bit more. The first, or three of the first four fights, however.
See Christy's daddy over there?
Done a great job of going the distance. So, we'll see. Long time getting the decisions in here. And they're going to bring both guys up. Looks like ring announcer Orlando Diaz is going to step in here and hand us the decision.
Majority draw.
Wow.
I did not see that.
I am shocked.
Yeah, you know what? Maybe the judges had Windfield winning the first round.
I think
the first two rounds. That had to be the case.
I agree with that, and I think that was part of what Virgel Windfield himself was thinking. I think in his mind, he believed that he had won the first two rounds, and that's why in the last two rounds he wasn't quite as aggressive. But little bit of a shock with a majority draw